When was the last time you went to a cinema and noticed that every seat was filled, like, packed? For me, I have not seen that for a couple of years. So this is an article posted on IndieWire.com, and it's something that I have noticed ever since we've gone through that world issue where everyone was kind of forced to spend more time at home. You guys know what I'm talking about. So this article says here, 2/3 of US adults would rather wait to watch movies on streaming. Exclusive, a new Harris X study finds that the new Roadhouse, The Accountant 2, and literally every Netflix movie may have the right idea. A new poll by Harris X exclusive to IndieWire found that 34% of US adults prefer to watch movies in theaters, which means a solid 2/3 would rather wait for them to be released on streaming. That is a big chunk that are staying at home. The competition continues between streaming services and the Hollywood engine. While we still see evidence of loyal moviegoers in recent box office numbers, our study shows that 2 in 3 movie watchers prefer to stream movies at home. Ali Brady, VP at HarrisX, told IndieWire, "Despite this causing some upheaval for the industry, it also means that the demand for content is also increasing. Nearly half of consumers say they stream movies weekly more than 7 times as frequently as those who do so in theaters." Brady's pollsters also found that 30% of us stream a movie 2 or more times per week. The same percentage of respondents said they go to movie theaters a few times a year. I think I fall into this category. In the past year or two, I think maybe I've gone possibly 3 times. Maybe. The last movie I saw was The Beekeeper, and I liked it. Before that, it's been a while. I can't remember. Yeah. But for myself, I do find that I do stream movies at home much more than going to the cinema. Even during those few times I went to the cinema, I noticed that there were never really a lot of people. Yeah. I look back now and I realize that the seats were never fully packed. There was so much empty space no matter which day I would go for a specific movie. And even so, there has not been a lot of movies that told me I have to see it on opening day in the cinema. I have to. No. But anyways, so let's continue here. For those of us more aligned with Nicole Kidman's opinion on the matter, it is the experience of watching a movie on the big screen. That brings in 59% of patrons. The next closest factor, the quality of surround sound systems, was checked off by 47% of the survey's respondents. 39% said escaping from distractions at home was important to them. Theater recliners resonated with 37% and refreshments captured 32% of the vote. Here are the others in favor of theaters in descending order. The movie is exclusively shown in theaters, 30%. Advanced viewing technologies such as 3D, IMAX, etc., 30%. The experience of watching a movie with an audience, 26%. To watch a movie premiere or special screening, 25%. Nostalgia, 24%. The survey was conducted online by HarrisX from March 11th to 12th in 2024. It captured responses from more than 1,000 U.S. adults and weighted them by gender, age, race, ethnicity, region, and income where necessary to reflect the population. The sampling margin of error was 3 percentage points plus or minus. So they're saying here the survey was with around a little bit more than 1,000 U.S. adults. That's not really a lot. I mean, and in what region? Was it all across the U.S. or just in one specific city or area? I don't think 1,000 is enough to say everyone, or that could represent a huge portion of the American population. I don't know. I think the number is too small. And what if they did that across every single major city? that could have given you a much more broader perspective of, who's going to stream and who wants to go to the cinema. And then there are the home bodies. To be fair, we can also generally relate to this group. Most, around 53% of those who prefer to wait for movies to reach streaming cited the cost of movie tickets as a major reason. 42% also mentioned the cost of concessions, while those recliners were a pretty solid motivator for the theater crowd. An even larger percentage, around 40% of the streaming lovers, cited the comfort of viewing at home versus in a theater as a reason to wait. I can agree that the ticket prices will be really high, especially if you bring like a family of 5 or 6 to the cinema, and I can see why a lot of people prefer to watch the movie streamed at home, because from there you can sign up to a subscription service with some kind of provider, and overall it would be a lot cheaper. But there's something special about going to watch a movie in a cinema in a huge screen. I have not gone too much over the past couple of years. I have been shifting over to streaming. I find it's a bit better, at least for me. 24% said they're just straight up uninterested. We're not sure what their problem is. Concerns over sanitation and hygiene, like COVID and the flu, keep 23% of respondents away. 22% need to pee, citing the inability to pause the movie or take a break. Elsewhere in the study, 52% said movies should be 1.5 to 2 hours. The rest in favor of waiting on streaming, again in descending order, are distractions from other members of the audience, 19%. Inconvenient travel, like travel time to theater, traffic, parking, etc., 15%. Selection of films showing, 13%. Inconvenient theater locations, 13%. Limited availability of or inconvenient showtimes, 11%. Seat selection, 8%. I mean, it's not a rumor, it's kind of true. Like I said before, when I went to the theater a couple of times over the past couple of years, I've never seen a packed cinema. Yeah, never. Ever since they reopened everything, So I can see why some companies want to, limit their expenses on having a cinema experience with their movie and kind of just shift over to streaming services. But, this is the future. Times are going to change. But it also leaves the question, will there be a time when cinemas are completely gone, like Blockbuster?